Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? It is Friday. But more importantly, it's Vlogmas. There's nothing like Vlogmas, there's nothing so dear. There's nothing like this happy time of year. The vlogs are so friendly and full of good cheer. We'd like to have Vlogmas every day of the year. Ooh. Anyway, it's Vlogmas, everybody, and I am gonna do my darndest, absolute darndest, to make it all the way through this year. That's right. Every day for the next 31 days. Today is December 1st, and it kind of took me off guard. I'm like, OMG, it's December 1st, and I have to vlog something. So anyway, I'm gonna have a little story time for you in a bit. Right now, I am on the way with Wayne. He's not here, but he's here. He's following me to the car dealership. We've got some business to take care of, which is what my story time revolves around. It's been nothing but a comedy of errors. Not so much a comedy. At any rate, it's a gorgeous day on this December 1st in Carson City. Not a cloud in the sky, although it is supposed to get a little windy and stormy this afternoon and be more winter-like. It is very crisp outside. All right, you guys, I'm gonna be back after I'm done here at the car dealership. When I get home, I'm gonna tell you a little story time to kick off this Vlogmas day 1. So, papers are signed. I'm going to get some coffee, and then I am going to get the car washed, and then I am going to get my longevity check from work. That's right. And then I have to go to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. And then I think we're gonna go tonight to the Christmas tree lighting, but I think that'll be tomorrow's vlog because I gotta get a day ahead of this. I gotta get a day ahead of this or this is never gonna work for me, people. All right, you guys, I am gonna drive. I'm gonna get coffee. Let's go to Dutch Bros. Let's go. You a story time on this, the very first day of Vlogmas, and I was going to say I keep my promises, but I can't say I always do. As you all know, or most of you know, Wayne and I just bought a new car on October 13th. It was Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. And for those of you who are not superstitious, maybe all of this will change your mind. It went pretty smoothly, the purchase, you know, everything went as expected. You know, it takes a long time, that's just the nature of the beast. We got a really good deal, we got a great deal on the warranty, all of that stuff was perfect. Perfect. Now, here's where things started to get a little sketchy. We purchased the car on Friday the 13th, so it was Friday, it was like around closing time when we finally finished up the transaction. So they said, you know what, bring the car back on Monday, Tuesday, we'll get the sticker goopies off the car, we'll fill it up with gas for you, all of that stuff. Perfect. Oh, and also, we'll look for that other key, because all the cars should come with 2 keys, and this was a certified pre-owned vehicle, so the deal is, you get 2 keys. They couldn't find the second key, so, but they'll look for it, and we'll get it on Monday or Tuesday when we bring the car back for the detailing and, you know, all of that. Took the car back on Monday, and they proceeded to take the sticker off the window and scratched my tent. They scratched my tent, people. Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Carlson. Do not worry. Our tent guy will be here on tomorrow, actually. So we'll just have him re-tent the window for you. Of course, no charge to you. And we'll get it all taken care of. Come back tomorrow after work. You can pick up the car, blah, blah, blah. Do you need a loaner car? No, I don't need a loaner car. Just fix my window. Went down the next day to pick up the car. Oops, my bad. Didn't call you. The tent guy was sick. He was sick. So we couldn't get the tent redone, but he'll be here tomorrow. So can you leave the car another day? This is my new car, people. I just want to drive my new car, okay? But what are you gonna do? You gotta have the tent fixed. So, okay, do you need a loaner car? Blah, blah, blah. Do you need... No, just fix my tent. Tuesday rolls around, go to pick the car up. Sure enough, they fixed the tent. It looked beautiful. Filled it with gas, detailed it, so they say, which I think just means they washed it and vacuumed it. Wasn't detailed. Whatever. Whatever. So I get my car back. I said, so how about that key? Oh, yes. Okay, Mrs. Carlson. Well, the key guy is only here on Thursday. So if you could bring the car back on Thursday, he's here only for an hour Thursday morning. So if you could bring the car back Thursday morning, we'll get that key for you, reprogram it, and you will be good to go. Here we go again. This is our 3rd trip to the dealership to get the key that we were promised because they couldn't find the second key. Wayne takes off Thursday morning so he can go deal with this key situation. He goes down there, he sits, he waits, and he waits, and he waits, and waits some more. They finally come out and say, oh, my bad, we don't have the actual key that your car takes, so we're so sorry, but we'll make an appointment if your wife can come back tomorrow. I thought the key guy was only there Thursday morning for an hour. Not a problem. We're going to order the key. It'll be here tomorrow at, you know, they get 2 shipments a day. So it'll be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So if your wife can come back tomorrow at noon, we'll take care of that and we'll just get her in and out so quick your head will spin. Oh, my head was spinning all right when I got there at 12 noon. And I was told by the service person that, oh, well, we go to lunch at noon. So you're going to have to wait. What? I had an appointment at noon. Yes, I had an appointment at noon to come in and have my key made. So isn't that interesting? Well, we're having a potluck, and all the guys are, you know, I'm like, I don't really care about a potluck. I want my key. Oh, well, let me go see Mrs. Carlson. The waiting room's over there. Have some coffee. If you need to turn on the heater, watch some TV. We'll take care of this for you. Don't you worry. Let me go get one of the guys, and we'll have that ready. It'll take about 20 minutes. Okay. I go to the waiting room. I sit. I wait. About 20 minutes, maybe longer. When the service girl shows back up and says, oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Carlson. The key didn't come in on the first shipment. Really? Do you think that if somebody has a service appointment at noon to have their key made and that key doesn't come in and you don't have the part, that you would call them? Really? But no call. Now I've spent my day, this is the middle of the day, 12 o'clock, now it's 12:30, but it should come in on the second shipment. We'll call you when it comes in. We'll call you. And you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll come and pick the car up from you so you don't have to trouble yourself any further. Perfect. Give me a call when that key comes in this afternoon. Well, I did get a call, but lo and behold, the key didn't come in on that shipment. Isn't that fabulous? Well, what a deal. What a deal. Time goes on, days go by, more days go by. Finally we call them back, because God knows they didn't call us, and say, how about that key? Oh, yeah, we got the key, but there's a pin that holds it into the fob, and we don't have that pin that holds it into the fob. But it's on order, we'll call you. Days turn into weeks, and finally call them back. Still no pin, still no, now they act like they don't even remember who we are. Oh, the key. The key, oh yeah, the key. Well, we'll give you a call. This is just, you know, I'm like, my blood is boiling now. So, all right. So a month goes by, and now it's time for me to take the car to the DMV to register it. I believe it was the 12th, whatever that Friday was of November, to register the car. It's Veterans Day. They're freaking closed. Not a problem. I'll just do it online. It said I could do it online. I had the little paper from the dealership with all the information. They start to register the vehicle. Again, I press click, and it says, I'm sorry, there's a problem, and we can't do this online transaction. So I'm looking at this thing, and I notice that they have our county wrong. Back to the dealership. Hey guys, I can't register my car because, bam, you got the wrong county. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Carlson. Well, we'll fix that for you. It's gonna take a little while. Can you come back? Okay, so I go back, I pick up the, very nicely fixed the paperwork for me, went home, registered the car, all that good stuff. So the car is now registered. It's a month later. Still no key. I asked about the key. Oh, they haven't called you yet? No, they haven't. Oh, well, let me go check. Oh, they don't have that pin. Is this like some magical pin that only my car has on their key fob? I don't know. Anyway, still no key. Car's registered. Then I start to realize, you know, I'm reading the thing from the DMV, and I see, you know, the finance company and all that. The finance company. And I'm thinking, I haven't gotten anything about a payment. It's the 13th or the 12th, the 13th, whatever the day was. And I need to make a car payment, but I haven't gotten anything regarding the financing. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll give it a few more days, whatever. And so I waited. Still nothing. Got down to about the 20th of November, and I was like, let me call this finance company that's on the DMV notification and ask, how do I make a payment to you people? So I call them. They search me. They search Wayne. They search us by name. They search us by social security number. They've never heard of us. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, Mrs. Carlson, I suggest you call your dealership back and find out who your financing is truly with. Good idea. So I called the dealership right after I got off the phone with the finance company, and I talked to one of the gentlemen at the dealership, and I said, funny story. I haven't gotten anything on the finance of this vehicle yet. And I called the name that was on the DMV notification, and they've never heard of me. Well, that is the weirdest thing ever. Hang on just a minute. He comes back on the phone. And he says, that is just so strange because yes, indeed, that is the finance company. And gosh, we've gotten our check. So, I mean, we're pretty good at making sure we get our money. And so let me call them and I will call you back. He goes, maybe in the morning because it might be too late. They may be closed. And I said, well, actually, they're not closed because I just talked to them. Didn't get anything that night. Said, okay, well, he's going to call me in the morning. Next day rolls around. Can you guess what happened? No call. And I'm thinking, did I get a free car? That's great, but I don't have the title. And at some point, the tow truck's going to show up and go, hey, I made your payment, and pull my car out of the driveway. Called them back. Oh, yeah, let's check. Yeah, let me call them. I'll call you back. No call. This goes on. So finally, it's like the 26th of November, and the payment's due on the 27th, supposedly. And so I said, Wayne, this one's on you now because I'm not getting, maybe I'm too nice. Can you imagine that? So Wayne calls him and says, hey, guys, first of all, this key thing, where's my freaking key? Still no key. Now it's been, you know, a month and a half. And they act like they've never heard of a key. And then he said, and also, we called and tried to find out who to pay. And he goes, I'm going to assume that if you don't give me something right now, that I got a car for $800 because we paid them $800 as a down payment, whatever, you call it. And I'm going to assume I bought a car for $800. And, oh, wow, yeah, oh, acted like never heard this story before either. Now, granted, this is the same gentleman we've spoken to every time. So finally, Wayne gets a call back that night. Get this. Funny story. You'll never believe this. The paperwork didn't get filed with the finance company. Really? So, interesting. So, yeah, so we kind of need you to come back down and go fill out the paperwork again and sign papers for us so that we can get this paperwork submitted. Okay. Fabulous. So when can you come down? All right, so we'll come down Tuesday evening when Wayne gets off of work. About 7 o'clock. We'll be there at 7 o'clock. Okay, whatever works for you, Mr. Carlson. We'll be there at 7 o'clock. So Wayne takes off work early again. I'm sorry if this is a really long story. We go down there. It's about 7:05. The gentleman that we've been dealing with is there. Oh my goodness. Hang on, have a seat. We sit there for about 10 minutes. He comes back out and he goes, well, the general manager has gone for the day, and when he leaves, he turns off the computer system, so we can't generate the paperwork. Why wasn't it generated prior to him leaving, since you knew we were coming at 7 o'clock? So, this is just horrible. We are so sorry. You know, this has never, ever happened before. And we're so sorry. So, we now have to come back. Well, they did offer to come to us. Where are you? Where are you going to be tomorrow? We'll come to you. I work at place X and Wayne works at place Z, and neither are close to each other, nor close to where you're located. This isn't happening, people. Well, is there a possibility you could... Oh, wait, no. I forgot a very key point to the story. Not a key point, but an additional little tidbit. When we came back that night to sign paperwork at 7:05 in the evening, and we pulled into their parking lot in the dark, it was dark, we pulled in and we hear a bam under my car. I obviously hit something. Now, when I pulled into the parking lot, I did it very gently. You know, I don't hit, you know, in my new car, you know, parking lot entrances like at the speed of sound, because I'm very ginger with my new car. And I pulled in and I hear bam. What the hell was that? So Wayne gets out and looks. And somebody, obviously, there was a pole that was there previously, and it had been sheared off, and it's sticking up about that much, like a nub of a pole. When we went in and we're like, what the hell? And he goes, yeah, somebody backed into that pole and broke it. And he goes, I've hit it myself. And I'm like, well, he goes, I'm going to put your car on the rack. We'll make sure it's okay, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that was that. So, but now we have to bring the car back during service hours so that it can be checked out from the bang. Yeah. So, okay, Friday, today. Friday. Come back. We'll come back Friday morning before Wayne has to go to work, because I'm off on Fridays. And so we will come back Friday. Paperwork wasn't ready, but anyway, we were there for about 30 minutes. Finally got the paperwork signed. But the good news is we don't have to make a car payment for another 45 days. Well, isn't that nice? Actually, it is with Christmas, but here we are. I put the car on the rack. There is, you can see where it hit the underpan, the thing underneath the car, and it is, you know, you can tell it was hit, but there's no damage to anything. It's nothing crazy happened to the car. So we got the paper signed, and still no key. Oh, I'll keep you posted, because this saga is going to continue on. Funny enough, the key won't be ready for 5 days. They were trying, I don't know, I mean, they were trying to be nice and trying to be accommodating, but when I get that key, then I will tell you how I feel about things. Anyway, so right now, I'm still driving a free vehicle. And, yeah, so that's my story time for the day. All right, you guys, I will see you later. Yeah. There's nothing like Vlogmas, there's nothing so dear. There's nothing like this happy time of year. The vlogs are so friendly and full of good cheer. We'd like to have Vlogmas every day of the year. Vlogmas, day 1. That's a wrap.